Um, Breaking news today. It's not breaking news as of right now. It's a few hours old, but we're doing the show now. WrestleNomics reports on WrestleMania 42 relocation. The WrestleNomics received a statement from the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation. So this is a legitimate thing. This isn't just some random website making up some stuff. The city will not be hosting WrestleMania 42 in 2026, as originally announced by the WWE during SmackDown. Instead, New Orleans is now set to host UFC 318 on July 19th, so not too long from now. And they're going to get a Money in the Bank July 2026, which is not a WrestleMania, but it's a show. And the joint statement released by both highlights the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation and the New Orleans Company, New Orleans and Company, confirms the partnership expansion with TKO Group Holdings. That's the WWE and UFC parent company for the uninitiated. And WrestleMania will be rescheduled for a future year. So they are going to get a WrestleMania, just not in 2026 as planned. And as at time of the reporting, WWE has not commented or confirmed the change. A new location has not been announced. We'll actually have a little bit of news on that after this segment, because while we were doing the prep, some other news came out. The reason for the scheduling change remains unclear. New Orleans and Company is a tourism marketing group for the city. So, they're abreast of what's going on with this sort of stuff, because part of their job is to, market the tourism things that are the goings on of things that bring tourists to the area. Man, that was hard to spell out. And yeah. So what did you think about when you heard all this today?
I mean, it's pretty much thought it just comes down to money, I don't know exactly what it was, and I probably really don't have to, In the end, that's what it always comes down to, right? Somebody either offered more money or something. Somebody didn't like some part of the deal, so somebody didn't like what they were getting on either end, and I'm sure they'll do business down the road, but somewhere along the line, some money's involved, and everybody will come out fine here, because they're definitely going to go back to that place. They're going to be in New Orleans for sure. That's like that's just they love doing WrestleMania there. It always turns out fucking great. So just nothing to worry about here. Everything will be good, and everybody will enjoy the WrestleMania wherever the fuck it's at, and WrestleMania will be fine.
Yeah.
Pretty much about it.
Well, we got a little bit more here.
The WrestleMania.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, why don't you take us into the next part, which ties into what we were just talking about, actually.
Okay. Hold up. What exactly are you talking about?
Okay. Well, while we were doing the prep for today's show, some new news on the subject of what we were just talking about came out. And it's down here at the bottom here. According to WrestleOps, which is a pretty reliable source for wrestling news information.
You're saying that they're going to relocate the event to Vegas once again, based on the comments from an industry official. This is also being reported by PW Insider that this will mark the second straight year that WrestleMania takes place in Las Vegas, following the success of WrestleMania 41 at the Allegiant Stadium. As of now, WWE is not officially confirmed Las Vegas is a new host city for WrestleMania 42, but industry sources strongly indicate that the announcement's forthcoming, which makes sense. I mean, that's where they isn't that where 30 was at?
That's where it was last year. I don't know about 30, but and then they had 9 there, or 8 in 9, but that one sucked. But
you didn't like it.
This is probably a thing.
30 was in New Orleans.
Okay. I've been scrolling through the news here as we've been doing the show, just in case there was any kind of like breaking stuff this evening, and a lot of places, even Fightful is running with this now, so it's looking like it's probably going to legitimately be in Vegas. All the big named sources now are starting to say that that's what it's looking like, so that's what it's looking like. So we'll get another Vegas WrestleMania potentially.
And then they'll do New Orleans soon too. But yeah, that's what I remember.
It'll probably be like 43 or 44. It'll be within the next year or two.
Yeah, just they bring so much business to wherever they take Mania to. It's funny, like people, if you're not aware, it happens for SummerSlam and I think Royal Rumble too. These cities, towns, states, whatever the correct term is, who's ever doing it, bids for these events. They're literally paying WWE to come over there because that's how much money they bring into their economy that week. It's pretty wild stuff, but like I said, everybody's going to be fine. There's going to be plenty of money to go around, and everybody will be happy. And New Orleans will get their show, Vegas will get theirs if that's what it is. They're talking about doing one in Canada at one point, I think, too, which should be fucking nuts. But that's like way down the road, and I don't think that's going to be anything.
That's been a long time since we got a Canadian Mania. I think the last one was Hogan Rock, WrestleMania 19.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that might be like 2030 type thing. It's a while off,